a little bit about how the season's going so far for you guys. You look great, by the way, and there's obviously a difference in you physically. So how are things going for you and the team as you're getting settled?
For me personally, things are going great. Over the summer I worked extremely hard over watching what I was eating, cutting back on all the soda, and just working hard. And I got my body in great shape, and I'm loving it. I can actually move on the court now and go a couple of trips more than 2 and 3. So it's real motivating for me. And then with the team, I feel like we're working tremendously hard, way harder than we worked last year, by far. And I just feel like everybody's hungry. We kind of went out a little early last year. That's what nobody wanted. And then I think this year, everybody's got the same mindset. And with this team, I feel like we can be real successful.
Is that interesting to you to know how big a difference your body can make from one year to the next? I know you're a high school athlete, you're doing great, you're playing great, and then you get to this level, and then you realize that it does make a big difference. Has that been eye-opening for you?
Yeah, extremely eye-opening. I've watched film with Coach Steph a couple times, and I'm just like, who is number 25? That can't be me. And it's just, I laugh about it because I'm just like, if you look at film from this year and last year, it's a huge improvement, and it's just real self-motivating. That's with anybody. If the freshmen now aren't satisfied with how they are, I'm going to keep them motivated and be like, I did it. If I did it, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, and Jen O'Neal was a prime example of that too. She did the exact same thing where she changed her body and it made a big difference in her game too. So and clearly defensively for you guys, that has to make a big difference for you because that's more focus. Coach is really paying more attention to that this year. So talk a little bit about how that's going.
Defense, I personally feel like I'm a better defender already, just because I can be up a little more, I can move quicker. If they try to go around me, I'm there faster than I was last year. I haven't been blown by as much in practice as I was last year. And I feel like we're moving, Lene, now that she's a sophomore, she's moving extremely well. Jen, Bree, and Janae are some hawks on defense, and that's real encouraging. And then, even the freshmen, mainly Alexis and Alyssa, for them to be post players, they guard the post extremely well for freshmen, and that's real motivating.
So talk about those freshmen because your post players are very young. You've got depth, but they're very young. Yep. Kyvan's coming back this year as well, too. So what kind of progress have you seen out of them?
I've seen tremendous progress out of them, and a lot of that goes to Coach Amadou. He works them, and he works them, and he works them. Sometimes I'll just be like, God, the post, man, they're working, and it's so uplifting because, Coach said he's never seen an SEC championship team that couldn't rebound. And, now that they're working and being so physical with each other in practice and stuff, I feel like whenever we get there against somebody else, they're going to be even more physical because it's not us.
Yeah.
And so that's real motivating, and I feel like the Posts are going to do great this year.
So you take this team that's had real success over the last 4 or 5 years, but just hasn't really gotten over the hump. You've gotten to the SEC championship game, but haven't won it, haven't gotten to that Final Four. What is it going to take for this team to really get over that hump?
I feel like it's just going to take a bunch of togetherness. Sometimes teams break down through adversity, locker room problems, mad at the coach, mad at each other, whatever it may be. I feel like with this team, as long as we stay together and we stay hungry and we all stay on the same page, that we'll be fine. With this team, I honestly believe this can be the team to get over that hump. I would love for this team to be the team that could get over the hump. That would be crazy. But like I said, as long as we stay together, I feel like we'll be fine.
You talked about it a little earlier, but what's the difference now between the Michaela who came in last year and the Michaela now?
One of the big differences between Michaela as a freshman and Michaela as a sophomore is my confidence level. I didn't have a lot of confidence last year just because I was new to the style of play, new to the college lifestyle and all that. So, I had to, I would be out there and, don't do too much, but, you got to do enough to, get through it. But then, now I'm just like, you know what, you did it last year, you somewhat did it, you're fine, you can do it. And then this year I'm like, you're just going to go do it. You don't have no choice. This year you're just going to go do it.
You own it.
Yeah, you got to own it.
When you look back on it, how much did the wreck affect you?
I can honestly say the wreck affected me a lot, just because I wrecked one night. The very next morning I'm on the court, so, I didn't have enough time to recover and bounce back. But it put me in a fog for a little bit, but then once the SEC and the postseason play came and I was playing fine, I was like, you're over that now, it happened, leave it in the past and just go play ball.
How nice is it to have Kyvan back? You girls were tight in high school, and then, when you find out you got a blood clot, how does that affect you?
It put both of us down really bad. That's my best friend. I've been with her for 7 years. And when I found that out, it was real, heartfelt for me. I almost, got real emotional about it. And, but we tried to keep her positive about it and all of that. And then in our scrimmage against Marshall on Saturday, I was in awe. The kid hasn't played in a year, and I was on the court with her, and I love seeing her out there with me. And then when I was on the bench watching her, like she was just going like she played last year. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, you're amazing. And but it's real. I mean, she's back, and I think she's better than she's ever been. Sitting out a year, I mean, that's just crazy. And I can't wait to be out there with her for real.
Michaela was just saying that on Saturday when she saw you on the court and you're all scrimmage, that she said she can't believe you sat out a year. She can't believe that you weren't on the court for a year, that you looked great. So how did it feel on Saturday to be on the court?
It felt good. I mean, it's just another game to me. Like, it's my life, basically, so it just came back natural.
So talk a little bit about what that year was like for you, and the fact that you had to sit out, the fact that you came in ready to go, feeling good, and then that you had to suffer this big setback. What has that year been like for you, and then trying to get back and get over that?
There for a minute I was discouraged, but then I took it in a positive way that I can intake all the games and practices and prepare myself and know what to do when I come back for the season and just be ready to play.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you as you finally get on the court and are ready to practice and ready to get ready for a season? What's been the biggest adjustment?
At first it was the getting back in shape part, but now that I'm fine, I'm ready to go.
Are you on any kind of medication to sort of keep, or is there any lingering thing happening with what you were dealing with last year?
No, I'm
Nothing.
Fine.
No medicine? No
nothing. I'm
Great.
free.
Good. You have to keep going back to be checked? Or
No.
anything like that? No.
I'm
Great.
done.
Good on you. Good on you. Well, talk a little bit about this team and a little bit about how things are going so far and what you're seeing out of this team and what we can expect.
The team's doing good. We're working hard. We're being disruptive on defense. We're working on offense. We're just getting better every day.
And what about you all as post players? Because you've got some depth there, which they haven't had in years past here, but you're young. So how are you all coming along, and how are you all as a group?
We're actually working pretty good together. We're making a good connection as practices go by. We're able to read each other better now also. So we're just doing much better than we had with the first practice. It gets better every day.
How tough was it to have basketball taken away from you? I mean, it's been around you all your life, and suddenly, no, you can't play. And I assume, did it change your appreciation level for it?
The fact that I never missed a ball game was a big eye-opener to me. So knowing I was out for that year, it was very discouraging. But as time went by, I got more positive thoughts about it. I was like, I can take in stuff and just be ready for next year, be mentally ready.
Did you feel like a caged animal at first, like, I got to play?
There for a minute, but then I was like, I'm getting back in the gym. I can still play as long as there's no contact. So I was like, I'm getting back in the gym and work on myself and be ready for next year.
More appreciation for all this now? Even practice?
Very appreciative.
Even the hard practice?
Even the hard practices, I'll take it every day.